In February 2025, overseas Pakistanis sent home $3.12 billion, a 40% jump compared to last year. It's a significant boost to the economy, but is it sustainable? Month on month, remittances rose by 3.8%, adding much-needed foreign exchange reserves and supporting imports. Over the first 8 months of this fiscal year, remittances hit $23.97 billion, up 32.5% from last year. The government had forecasted $35 billion in total for FY25, but it's well on track to exceed that. While these inflows help stabilize the economy, they also highlight a bigger issue: Pakistan's reliance on remittances rather than export. The country aimed for $60 billion in exports this year, but current trends suggest it might reach only half of that. So where is this money coming from? The biggest contributor is Saudi Arabia with $5.9 billion so far, up 34.6%. The UAE follows with 55.7% jump to $4.86 billion. The UK and the US contributed $3.57 billion and $2.4 billion respectively. A notable shift this year has been remittances from the European Union at $2.83 billion, surpassing those from the Gulf Cooperation Council nations at $2.4 billion. To keep remittances flowing, the government is encouraging more overseas employment. But with high unemployment at home, many young Pakistanis are already leaving to find work abroad.
I think this growth is sustainable, and according to some firms that are involved in transfer of money from abroad to Pakistan, they estimate that we can actually raise remittances to $55 billion to $60 billion a year. So I think that going forward, we can sustain this. But if we look at, but of course, I mean, there will be years when these will stagnate at some certain level, or there will also be some years when you will see a slight dip in remittances. But overall, I don't any doubts that remittances are sustainable, and its growth will continue going forward. What are the factors that can hamper growth, or what are the factors that can lead to their slowdown or dip or stagnation? There are certain things like if you want to grow remittances, then we will have to overcome the problem of under-invoicing. So our imports are heavily under-invoiced, and there is, if we look at data for one country, like China, we see that China says they export, like, for example, $25 billion in a particular year, but our data, our customs data shows that we imported from China goods worth $20 billion. So there is a gap of $5 billion. So that $5 billion, how come? Why is that big a difference between the trade numbers of the two countries? And then same situation can be is estimated to be with imports from Gulf countries like UAE and as well as Singapore. But we don't have their data to show how much gap is there. This gap is because of under-invoicing of exports. Our traders tend to under-invoice their exports. They tend to buy dollars from Dubai. They send some of their bills through local banks, and then they send the rest of the amount to exchange companies based in Dubai. The companies again, they buy dollars from people working there, and the overseas workers get a better rate there. Many of them prefer to use this informal channel of sending back export money for their families through informal channels. So I think this is the biggest issue, this over-invoicing of imports. Then I think there is also another factor that can be impediment in the sustainability of remittance is the volatility in the exchange rate. So far, we see that the exchange rate has been stable since like October 2023 or like this. So that has given some confidence to the overseas workers who now prefer to send back money through formal and safer channels of banks and all these things. Thirdly, we will have to create some kind of mechanism through which the Pakistanis can send back their money through payment portal or something like this. These steps will have to be taken going forward in next few years to make remittances sustainable.
Remittances are keeping Pakistan's economy afloat. But at what cost? The challenge now is to reduce dependency and help build a stronger export sector. Can the country shift toward a more balanced economic model? Subscribe to DawnNews English for more in-depth analysis and updates on key economic trends.